My name is Blanca Elisea. Listening question 1. Have you been enjoying your studies? I am really enjoying it due to the fact that I am trying to put all my knowledge in practice. Besides, practicing new vocabulary words with my teachers and classmates, it does help me continue learning and advancing on my English studies. What also helps me a lot is watching American movies as well as music in English, which is really entertaining and allows me enjoy and have fun at the same time to continue with the learning acquisition of this amazing and third second language. What makes me enjoy it more is that I can learn from what it is said in some songs and films. Nevertheless, I still find some types of accents, phrases hard to understand. Question number 2. What interesting things have you done recently? Well, to start with, is studying this second language, which is really interesting and keeps me busy and motivated most of the time. What else? Oh, my job. My job is requiring me to take some workshops which, in my view, they are not that interesting as I would like them to be. They are, on the other hand, really boring. What I have also been doing is trying to live together more with my family, since it is important to have a good relationship and overall to get to know them better. I do believe that having fun with your family is worth it. To me, there's nobody else as important as your relatives. That's pretty much what I have been doing these days. Question number 3. How would feel about living abroad permanently? Oh, this is a tough question. To be honest, I have never thought of living in another country. But now that you ask me, it will definitely be challenging for 2 reasons. First of all, because I have always lived near my family, and secondly, due to the fact that I am pretty sure that it won't be easy to get used to the culture of another country. Nevertheless, I do consider myself as an open-minded person. So I think that it is just a matter of approaching something from a different angle. So living abroad for good, it will be living a funny experience that will make me feel wanting to know the culture, the food, and interesting places of that country. After that, it wouldn't be that hard to live abroad forever and ever. Question 4. What about your social life? Well, now that you mention about my social life, I can sadly tell you that studying and working at the same time does not give me time to socialize. Although I have a group of friends, I haven't been able to get to live together. Being honest, I do miss hanging around with my friends. I wish I did have more time to get together and recall all those times when we could socialize with them. What I really miss most about socializing is eating out as well as making parties. In fact, currently, with this so much work, it will be good for me to get my social life back. Nothing is better than socializing with beloved friends. Don't you believe it? Question number 5. What are your plans for the future? Well, first of all, I do want to finish my studies in order to get my bachelor's degree. Once I am done with it, I would like traveling with my daughters and husband to celebrate for having achieved the goal of my life. Then, I would like to continue working hard to buy a new brand car, because in my plans is getting a different charge in the headquarters of the institution where I currently work, Colegio de Bachilleres, which is not near my place. Therefore, I need a car so that I can get there as in a possible way. Working in the main offices of this institution has always caught my eye. That will definitely be such a great thing. I know that it will be hard, but not until I get it will I be happy. I am sure that I will feel so good if I could get it. Speaking number 1. What did you do last night? What I did last night was something that I would never forget in my life because it happened something really amazing. While I was having dinner, I heard a funny noise. So I approached to see what had happened. Guess what? A 1 week little kitty had fallen from the third floor of my house. It was so little that I couldn't do anything at the moment. I didn't know what to do. But my daughter said, "What you should do, Mom, is to take it to a veterinary." So I said, "Where on earth do you want me to find a vet at this time?" Then what I did was to call a friend to ask her for a vet. Fortunately, she did know a vet address. Then we went to the place where she suggested, and the vet checked the kitty up. What the vet said was we couldn't forget that cats had 7 lives, and said, "Whether you believe it or not, the kitty will be perfectly fine tomorrow. Just give it to him, this medicine." It was amazing. It was a night that I will never ever forget. Question number 2. What's the best present you have ever been given? What I can never forget is that I had already read my horoscope, which it said what I would get as a present for my birthday. Obviously, I did not want to believe it. But the day of my birthday, my family took me to a very amazing place as a birthday present. So I couldn't believe my eyes because it was exactly what I had read in the horoscope to get as a present. Now, I do believe that sometimes what horoscope says in a magazine may make you very happy. Up to now, that trip in that absolutely wonderful place has been the best present that I have ever been given. Question number 3. What did you want to be when you were a child? As far as I remember, as a child, what I wanted to be was a teacher. Although I knew that it was going to be really hard because my parents would not allow me to move to another city because in the town where we used to live, there was not a university to become a teacher. Then, while the time passed, I got to high school and different opportunities and interests came to my life. When finishing high school, I got a job right away, which gave me the great chance to interact with American people. And after some time, I did recall what I wanted to be as a child. Back then, I didn't know what I was going to teach. But now that you ask me, I am realizing that currently I am doing what as a child I wanted to be. Question number 4. When did you fall in love for the first time? As teenagers, it is hard to tell whether you are in love with someone or not because of the mixed emotions we face on those times. After having some relationships, never could I reject real love until I met my husband-to-be. Since the very first times I met him, I knew that he was the man of my life. All I wanted to know was if he had a crush on me too, as well as I had for him. Fortunately, he did show immediately interest about me. Then, after getting to know him and having a great relationship, I found out that I had completely fallen in love with him. Therefore, I can say that it was in high school when I did fall in love for the first time, only for the first time and only time in my life.